Yep. Everybody, this is Mark Newgent, candidate for Irvine School Board, answering questions for the voters live. Let me throw the camera on me. Everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? I just got back from a late evening run, about an hour ago, and I'm staying up late because the kids don't have school tomorrow. So I am going to, I got some like teacher conferences this week or something. So we got a day off, somebody to sleep in, and then I'm gonna head to lunch tomorrow. So anyway, I try to do this a couple times a week. If you're the first time catching me, I love to live broadcast because you can fake photos, you can fake hokey stories, you can have sponsored content to reach out to people. You can even script a video, you can script a debate, but you can't script live TV. And here we are. I'm going to answer your questions live if you have any questions for me. And I'll stay on. I know it's 12:15 a.m., but I'll stay on for 30-40 minutes if you guys want to talk. I'll probably broadcast now for about 10 to 15 minutes to give people, the late night crew, a chance to come on and chat and ask me any questions about the election, about the campaign, about, oh man, I gotta get some newspapers. We're gonna get a couple newspapers. Yeah, there's two newspapers I want to show you guys. So there's this one. There's one that's written recently. This is my Facebook though. This one is my deployed. It was a front page spread about years ago when I was a little kid deploying as a child. Well, maybe we'll talk about that another day. So when we talk about the campaign, we can talk about is enough of the sign stuff. There's just so many in town. Hey, it's going good, Alex. Just campaigning my butt off. I am studying next couple days. I will kind of take in a couple days off, studying for the forum coming up. But I could probably I'm not gonna say that. Just studying for that, and then Thursday I'll be back in the swing of things. I think tomorrow at lunch I'm going to go see the ITA president, and there's some labor unions. They're gonna be there. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. So tomorrow going to lunch with some people, and then enjoying sleeping in tomorrow. I gotta study for at least 2 hours in the morning, and then hit a lunch. I'll study again in the afternoon, and then I think there's a public meeting for the Irvine Unified School District tomorrow. I'll go observe. I don't plan to speak tomorrow, but I may change my mind. Then Wednesday's the forum. That's an hour and a half long, where we get to speak and the public can ask us questions in a highly controlled, scripted environment, which I'm not fond of, with highly complex social issues and school issues to ask us, and we have like a minute to respond. So it's doesn't lend itself to a discourse. So I like to do these live broadcasts, like as you know. Hope you'll see abilities and get it. Honestly, Alex, I get way more views here on Facebook, way more. Those forums are very scripted, very controlled, and highly favor the incumbents. That's just the name of the game, unfortunately. But we're dominating with this social media because this will probably get, I don't know, 100 views. There'll probably be at the forum, 10, 20 people, I think. Then and I'll say some online views. They can watch it on the cable, but I think social media is way more powerful because a lot more people will catch social media. I don't see the numbers going too high. You get the people that are really into it. No Periscope because I follow you on Scope too. I haven't done Periscope too much, Alex, just because it's too global. I do like Periscope because there's always people on Periscope, so you always have discussion. Coming on 12 o'clock at night on Facebook with my friends list on a weeknight, there's not going to be many people. If you leave and nobody else shows up, then I might just hop on Periscope tonight. But I think my Periscope following is kind of diminished. What about Busker? I only did a couple busks. I just did a couple. I didn't build up a following, and I don't think Busker is going to have the following they thought it was going to have, because Busker was going to be a better version of Periscope, which I don't like the Busker app, because you have to. It's a good platform, but you have to film it like this. You can't turn the camera. You get that full view, which was not good for real estate for what I was using it for. I just didn't like the functionality. I don't like the Facebook one either, that it's only, you just get this little box from here. That's it. You have to carry your camera. So it makes it really difficult to carry a tripod. So it always makes my arm tired having to hold it if I have a long conversation with somebody. But yeah, but just the functionality of Periscope, I like it better. That's really what it is. But the connection of Periscope is global, which is too much of a reach. Facebook, it's definitely focused on my local voting area, and also I can always live broadcast from my business page, or sorry, the campaign page. And then if I really needed to, which I don't, I actually I can sponsor the content. So if I do make a video, they say you want to pay to have it bumped up, get more views on it, I can do that. But we're doing pretty good on this content on Facebook, mostly because we're interesting. It's people like the content, and they usually try to talk about cool stuff and interact. You know me. So, but feel free to ask more questions. I'll tell you, this campaign is getting really interesting. There was a news article written about me that I know you saw. It's posted here from Carolyn Enman on from a local newspaper, and they wrote something very, 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 very favorably to me and against the incumbents. So that was really interesting to have a newspaper write about me. That's a first in my life. So that was pretty touching that it was done. Anthony Quo, how are you doing? Welcome. This is Anthony Quo. He is running for city council. And I'm here, Anthony, answering questions for Voters Live at 12:30. Hi, Tanya. Hey, Anthony Quo. Remember Anthony? You met him at the police department open house. He's here. I think he bounced out of here, though. But he probably realized, oh no, he's on watching. Anyway, if you're Alex, Anthony's running for city council here. And the ballots, actually, the sample ballot just got put out today. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anthony took the time to talk to me for about 15-20 minutes the other day. He was really nice to me. And hopefully we can convince him to come on this. I asked him if we wanted to talk at like a coffee shop or Denny's or something, or Panera Bread. For Panera Bread, they got good coffee and good food at Panera Bread. And we just chat about life things, the campaign. I like to ask the candidates about school safety, specifically the drop-offs, which that's kind of like the nexus where the city responsibility really meets the school responsibility for safety and security. I do want to reach out and update the traffic plans around the schools and the drop-off plans. I heard from another candidate that we have 3 traffic engineers. I think it might have been Anthony that told me that. So we can use those traffic engineers for free to redesign the school plans for drop-off. How easy is that? We already have those resources. We just have to ask for them. That's way too easy. And honey, do you want to come out of your room and you want to say hi in the camera? No? I know you're hanging out. So I wonder who else is watching. The numbers where it says 1 up there, sometimes those numbers just jump around. I don't even know if it's accurate or not. Periscope has that problem as well. So anyway, on my personal life, I was in uniform today. I went to the reserve unit and signed papers for my retirement again. Someone just messaged me and said, I think someone's really nervous. I really don't badmouth people here, so I'm not going to go who they're talking about. But someone just mentioned that. I got a little bubble popped up. Someone Facebooked me. So today, I was in the Army today, technically. Put my uniform on, went to the Reserve Center to get some advice, to re-sign some retirement papers. Go to bed. I will. I'm answering voters' questions, honey. I got to do this. This is for the people. See, I got 4 people just popped in here. I'm answering questions live for the people. So I went there. Also got a new ID card, and in a couple months I'll have to go get another ID card for retired, and that's that. And I was a little emotional today. It was kind of sad, finally retiring. I know it's the second time I signed the retirement papers, but every time you do it, it gets more real. Like it's really over, and you're like, man, that's a long 20 years, but it wasn't that long. It went by really fast. And I'm going to miss all my friends. And I'm going to miss the camaraderie of the military. That was just a lot of good people. I had a pretty good experience. I had some good days. I had some bad days in the military. You know, I only try to talk about the positive things of the Army that I experienced, and a lot of it was the camaraderie and the friendships and the people. There was the travel. That was awesome. I got to see a lot of the world that a lot of people never get to see. I had some experiences that you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Then I had some days that were really boring, but it was overall positive experience. And you know, I can honestly say coming into this election that I'm doing this for altruistic reasons, for honest reasons. It's not a social club for me. It's not something I need to boost the ego. I was already, you know, I've been in charge of troops since I was like 22. Been a leader ever since. So it's, you know, I already have that intrinsic sense of self-worth of being a leader. I know what it takes to get things done. It's too easy. I really see it as service for them because they need some leadership. And that's really what it's about. They need that someone that can provide that purpose, that motivation, that direction to accomplish that goal. That's what we need. We don't need some. We need to get solutions, real things that we can do right away. That's what it's all about. So, all right, probably what loner this is. This is right here. This photo. This is the General Kozlov is right there. Where am I at? I'm that guy right there. That's me. It's one of the coolest missions. This framed photo was actually made for that general by the Indonesian military. And when they presented to him, I was like, "Oh, the thing is cool." And I look good in that photo, so I was like, "Make me one." So like $100, and they made me a second one at the embassy. I thought that was pretty cool, and it was awesome. And a bunch of Indonesian generals right in the front row. And then this one was given to me when I left command. I was kind of teary-eyed when they gave me that when I was outgoing commander. And I need to iron that flag. That's a flag that my dad re-enlisted me on. But you don't know what that means unless you're military. Because I was prior enlisted for 13 years before I became an officer. So, Tanya, you were there when I got commissioned to be an officer. That was the last good party I threw. I mean, I catered that party. And okay, when I talk about say I commissioned, I went from staff sergeant enlisted, and I actually made E7 that week too. I never pinned it on. And pinned on second lieutenant. And I had a potluck, and I catered it, and I had enough food for like a good 100 people. Maybe 30, 40 people showed up. But we went all out. We had L&L, we had people make food. It was really good. And the next time we're going to do a party that good is going to be probably November 9th or 10th when we have our victory party. So I'm already like, oh man, I've got to get some good food together for the victory party in November. If you want to be part of the victory party, let me know, and we will plan something. I need to find a location, and I could do it our here. Not much desserts. Okay, well, we got to find a location. Maybe you find a nice park. What do you think? And what kind of food we got to get? Want to get some Hawaiian? We can make some like local food, like L&L. We can get L&L. They have L&L here. Oh, somebody's here. That's a new photo. I recognize that. If you're here, say comment. What kind of food should we have for the victory party? I know they have some L&L restaurants here. That's a Hawaiian food chain that I'm not sure many people know here. We could do In-N-Out burgers, but we have to get like an In-N-Out truck because In-N-Out is only good when it's fresh. What else could we do for food for the victory party? Family friendly somewhere at a park. Maybe Woodbury Park. We could probably do it over the park down on the corner. Or I can ask Dale Chima if we can use the office, but if he doesn't win the election, he might be kind of bitter. I don't know. We'll something. We need to do a fundraiser too, but we don't seem to have the time to do fundraisers. I'm always out campaigning. But we are going to win, so we're going to have to do a party of some sort. Don't count your chickens yet. But you know what? Planning to fail is even worse than regular planning, so I'm planning to win. Sorry. Hey, see? Someone gave me a thumbs up. I don't even recognize the photo. Yes, we plan to win. We don't plan to fail. We don't use the F word of fail. We use a W. We win. Right? This is winning. This is winning. That's winning. That's winning. This is what winning looks like. Is working on a campaign every day, 12, 18 hours a day, between studying or social media or knocking on doors and talking to people and being genuinely myself. That's how we win this campaign. That's what we do. Oh, and guess who gave me that? That was for my birthday. Somebody in the room. There are lots of parks in Woodbridge, and usually one of those birthday parties, lagoons have party locations. See? Look at that, honey. Lauren says she's already ready for the party. Because guess what sign she has in her front lawn? Looks like this. I left you one of the cards like this, I think, Lauren, right? So cool. Listen to some 21 Pilots. My daughter likes their music. So yeah, we got a place in Woodbridge. Hopefully, if Dale wins, we can probably combine a party. If Dale wins the city council and when I win the school board, he has a much harder fight than I do. Well, Lauren, I work at Keller Williams right at the corner of Culver and Barranca. We have a really nice office that and the owner of the company, he's Dale Chima. You've seen his signs. He's running for city council. So if he wins, he's probably going to have a party at the office. Probably a really cool party like he always does. I think he might have a thank you party either way. But I don't want to crash his party unless we both win. Then he'll probably say it's all right. And then for a while, me and the wife, we would do parties at restaurants, like when we have big special events like our son's baptism, or we did, I think we did some other stuff. We ended up just being lazy and then went to restaurants. But that gets quick, expensive quick, like $500-600 for a dinner, just, some friends. So I have to go to like a potluck at a park or something. So yeah, I should have a thank you party either way. Yeah. And actually, Lauren, we actually have a teacher. We have a teacher. We have teachers helping us, believe it or not. So my intro speech, I'm actually going to thank the volunteers on the campaign. Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. I think Lauren's like, oh. What do you think, Lauren? You like Chuck E. Cheese? I know she has 2 children, so she might go, oh, she had enough Chuck E. Cheese. My son's friend is Dale's brother. My son is friends with Dale's brother's son. And my sister went to school with his daughters, was doing family friends for years. Oh, cool. So that worked out really well for me that I work for someone that's your friend. Awesome. See, Lauren, did you see any new signs go up tonight? I was by my house, there's like 500 new signs went up tonight. So it seems like everyone had more signs delivered. It's like enough is enough. I don't know. It's kind of, I was saying that where we had our parties. Oh, that's right. We had, it was a joke. Well, we did have a few parties at Chuck E. Cheese. For that one year, I think it was my daughter's like 7th or 8th birthday. We went all out. We got the full thing for Chuck E. Cheese. I worked the phones. I haven't looked tonight. Yeah, I'm sure. I think my house about 10 o'clock. There was 11. I think was a bunch. But I worked the phones for Chuck E. Cheese, and we had a good turnout. And it was really expensive to have that little shindig. But then, like the next year, it was like I spend less money. Wait, that was the second year I did big parties. The first year we actually did our whole house. We had my parents over. We had a bunch of friends, and we actually decorated. And it was a pain in the butt to clean up and everything. So after that, we're like, no more of this. Let's go out. And I think this one, because we spent all of our money on the campaign, we're going to have to go back to regular people stuff. Oh. Anyway, we bumped up back to 3 people. What's up, everybody? It says we have 3 people in the room. It's 12:30 a.m. This is what winning looks like. You guys can ask me questions if you're just joining us. I am running for Irvine School Board, hence the signs. I know you guys know what those look like. You've seen those over town. And you guys can ask me questions, anything you like about the local election. Or we can give me some music. Thanks for the thumbs. It's like a thing going across my screen. Appreciate it. Me like your comments. So I'm glad I didn't have to jump on Periscope. Periscope's pretty cool. There's people chatting with you, but they're from around the world. And I am... no secret, we're trying to get voters in Irvine. Vote for Mark, right? Excuse me. And then, you guys, I'm sure you guys saw it. I posted on my Facebook. There was Irvine Community News and Views wrote an article about me. And it was rather interesting that a very left-leaning newspaper did that. I'll tell you, it's all about bipartisanship and focusing on the issues and leaving party politics aside. Because this is a nonpartisan race. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, Green Party, it doesn't matter. We're just all parents trying to focus on fixing the schools. That's really what it is. So, anyway, do you guys have any questions before I hop out of here? Because I can only talk and keep you guys interested for so long. Otherwise, I'll try to start just staring at the screen, falling asleep. Okay. So if you guys want to get a hold of me, my phone number is 949-529-0497. That is 949-529-0497. My email address is mark.newgent@kwg.com. That's mark.newgent@kw.com. Or you can just message me here and I will get back to you immediately. If you somehow watching this and you're wondering still who you should vote for, well, I know you're going to vote for me, but contact me and say, hey, why should I vote for you? Here's some fun facts. I'm the youngest, highest energy. I have the time, the 20 hours per week to do the job, and I'll make the meetings every other week. There you go. There's some reasons right there. And you might have the best candidate in the world, but if they don't have the time to put into the job, then they just can't do it, can they? It's just a social club after that. That's not it. So anyway, guys, and if you're one of my rivals watching this, I wish you all the best, no matter what, because we're all just parents and trying to do the best we can for our kids, and let's keep it civil. I guess we already have keep it civil. There hasn't been any mudslinging like there has been in the school or the city council race. That one's the thing. So anyway, unless you guys have any more questions, I'm gonna head to bed. No. Any questions before I get out of here? I just saw someone pop in. I'm not sure if it's the same people having they're going out answering a text message and coming back, or we just have different people popping in. Anybody? Okay, guys. Well, it was nice chatting with you guys. I will be on again probably tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys later.